You know, it's amazing what I took for granted when I was healthy.
What's amazing is that you're walking only one day after a heart transplant. You all right? Do you want to go back?
No. I'll be fine. I made it this far this morning. I can make it a little farther before I turn back.
You know, the last time I saw you, I never thought I'd see you again.
I thank God for modern medicine. We'd better turn back.
Listen, while I've got you alone.
You want to talk about God?
How did you know?
I could tell by your reaction that what I said before the surgery hit a nerve.
It's been ringing in my ears. I can't get it out of my head. You said that maybe God was allowing all of this to happen in order to get my attention.
Maybe.
I really thought I had you in a corner when I told you that if God really existed, he would not allow one of his best people to get a heart infection.
No hard feelings.
I wasn't really attacking you or God. I was just mad. Things like this had happened to me all my life. You're the first friend I ever had in my life that I could talk with about anything. And I was about to lose that too.
I can see how you would be upset with God for allowing so many bad things to happen to you.
See? There you go again.
What do you mean?
I expect you to hit me over the head with your Bible. Like all the other Christians I've known, but you. Do you think it's really possible that God allowed you to get a heart infection just to get my attention?
I can't rule it out.
I've really been doing a lot of thinking since I saw you last. Wondering if you would survive, wondering what would happen to you if you didn't survive.
Did you come to any conclusions?
You were so confident. There was no doubt in your mind, no hesitation in your voice, that if you died, you'd go right to heaven and meet the Lord.
Yes.
And you still feel that way?
Now, more than ever.
Why more than ever?
Well, there isn't much to do in a hospital bed but think. So, I've been doing some thinking of my own.
About what?
About what went on behind the scenes.
Like what?
Do you realize that in order for me to live, someone had to die?
Oh, that's right. That's kind of like what you told me about Jesus.
That's why I'm so sure that I'll go to heaven when I die. Jesus died so that I could live. When I admitted that I couldn't get to heaven on my own, that was all Jesus needed.
That's all?
Well, as you well know, it's a big step for someone to admit that his own best efforts always fall short of God's will.
When I was pacing the floor wondering whether you'd make it, I thought of all the bad things that have happened to me over the years. And I had to admit that a lot of them were my own fault. That's the kind of stuff you're talking about, isn't it? I have to admit where I fell short of God's will.
You got the gist of it.
Listen, I want to make sure that, if I don't make it, I want to be as sure as you that God will take care of me.
So, God did use my heart transplant to get your attention.
I think maybe you weren't the only one to get a new heart.
Based on a play by Bob Snook. Conditions for use: do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from performances.
You may reproduce and distribute this script freely, but all copies must contain this copyright statement.